All right, did we do it? Am I already live? Oh yeah, look at that. That was instant, dude. Fucking instant. Let's fucking go. Let's do a pop-out chat. Go like this. Live chat. Go like this so I can see everything that's going on. And yeah, like the fucking stream. We have to, the more likes we get at the very beginning, the more likely that people are going to jump on. All right. So, um, let's see here. I want to see if there's anything else I have to do. I'm probably going to pull this down so that I can have it on this window over here in case I need to see anything for that. Probably important. All right. And we'll do a pinned comment right here. Wait, like the stream and subscribe. Now, the reason, all right, the reason that we're doing more YouTube streams is number one, there's a lot of content that we can't watch on Twitch. And number two, we just got monetized officially in the YouTube Partner Program. Don't like Twitch? Yes, we're going to be doing a lot more YouTube streams, especially since the YouTube uh the YouTube stuff is seemingly a little bit more it's getting more reach than the Twitch stream is. So we're always going to be coming over here after streaming to Twitch for a little bit. And eventually, hopefully, we move over to YouTube full time and we just continue to interact with people on Twitch while not having the you know, the restrictions. All right. Because when we have if we were to get banned off of Twitch, we would never be able to interact with anybody on Twitch ever again. So we don't want that. We're going to be streaming to YouTube more often. But first, let's watch like I said, like I promised, let's get rid of that tab. Let's watch this whole fucking Tulsi Gabbard thing here.
Thank you so much for joining me today on the very first show that we're putting out. There's nothing more precious that we have to give to one another than time. And so I just want to let you know, I appreciate that you
I
are
should be able
taking
to.
some time out of your day to spend with me here on the Tulsi Gabbard Show. We got a lot to talk about today. We got a lot to talk about in the coming weeks. I will be sharing my perspective on a whole.
All right, everybody, refresh, because super chats should be super chats should be enabled now, which is ultra poggers.
Host of topics and
Speaking of
issues,
which, I probably need to
and I
fix
really
something
look
here.
forward to sharing some interesting conversations with you, with people who I know very well as those who I may be meeting for the first time, but who have an interesting perspective on challenges we face, on opportunities that we have ahead of us. I think you'll like what we have to share.
What the fuck? Okay, interesting. I didn't realize that a politician had a normie intro style.
Has been on my mind and has been troubling me for quite some time and has now compelled me to take action. Now, I love our country. Our God-given rights of freedom, life, and liberty that are enshrined in our Constitution and Bill of Rights are what inspires me. Now, I answered the call to duty. I took an oath dedicating my life to supporting and defending those freedoms, both in uniform and in public office. I had the good fortune of growing up here in Hawaii. And growing up here gave me a very special appreciation for the importance of our environment, of protecting our water, protecting our natural resources. And, you know, I used to go and do beach cleanups as a kid and do other things trying to protect our home.
We might
But
need
I
to speed
always
this up
felt
a
like
little
I
bit.
needed to do more. And so when I was 21 years old, I decided to run for Hawaii State House so that I could actually be in a position to do that, to protect the environment. I'd never had any interest in running for office. Before that, I was not politically affiliated. But as I was filling out the paperwork to go and file my election papers, I had to choose which box I would check. I had to choose which party I would affiliate with. So before doing that, I thought I need to do my research. And I did that. And as I read more and learned more, I was inspired by Democrats who stood up against the war in Vietnam. I was inspired by those who here in Hawaii fought for plantation workers who were being abused and exploited by wealthy landowners, but had nobody to stand up for them and be their voice. I was inspired by leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. and Robert F. Kennedy. I was drawn to the ideals of a big tent, inclusive Democratic Party that stood up for working men and women, that stood up for the little guy. Now, in contrast, as I read about the Republican Party at that time.
Hold on, I have to restart the stream? Oh, guess what I'm about to do, guys? Everybody, stay put. Wait, no. I should be monetized right now, right? Because it says that I'm hold on, it says that I'm monetized. I don't know how to make sure that I am though. Huh. Maybe we'll give it a minute. Yeah, let's give it a minute, and if it doesn't show any kind of monetization, then we'll fix that, okay?
It seemed like it was a party that stood for the interests of big business and warmongering elites. So I became a Democrat and remained one for the last 20 years. Yes, an independent Democrat, to be sure, but a Democrat nonetheless. I can no longer remain in today's Democratic Party. It's now under the complete control of an elitist cabal of warmongers driven by cowardly wokeness, who divide us by racializing every issue and stoking anti-white racism, who actively work to undermine our God-given freedoms enshrined in our Constitution, and who are hostile to people of faith and spirituality, who demonize the police, who protect criminals at the expense of law-abiding Americans.
I still want to understand like this like attack on religious people. Like there are people who dislike people who are religious, like for goddamn sure. But like again, is the Democratic Party that? Cuz I don't think so. If they could produce one piece of legislation that's ever even been drafted to be put in, or I'm sorry, let's not say drafted because there might have been like a cringy fucking person that drafted something that was unconstitutional. But like, let's say something that was like brought to the floor and voted down, even that was like brought up by some prominent Democrats, I would be way on their side. Yeah, absolutely. I can't argue against that. You guys are 100% right. I can't say that there's no anti-religious sentiment in the Democratic Party when this is happening, but it's not happening. It's there's no attacks on a legal level, on an institutional level at all that is anti-religion because it's not legal. It is illegal to stop someone from being religious.
Americans who believe in open borders, who weaponize the national security state to go after their political opponents, and above all, are dragging us ever closer to nuclear war. Now, these are some of the main reasons I'm leaving the Democratic Party, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about them here with you today, but these are really important issues. And in the coming weeks, I hope you'll join me because I'm going to be going into each and every one of these in more depth. Now, the pro-war Democratic Party of today has led us to the brink of nuclear war.
Not
This
true.
party is led by warmongers who are firmly in the grips of the military-industrial complex and don't know or don't care about the cost of war or who pays the price. President Biden and
I have a question. What fucking and I'm genuine on this, all right? What fucking war in the history of mankind did not purchase their weapons? Did not like economically like didn't have to do anything for their weapons to like pay for them. Because I think even Soviet Russia, guess what? They had to pay their fucking workers. They had a fucking military industrial complex themselves. It's not like this is some sort of like unique thing to the United States, right? It's not like the wars that have happened all throughout history. This is not something that is like unique to the United States, number one. Number two, it's not something that is like necessarily bad because like shouldn't people get paid to like create the like to put out things like this? I don't fucking know. This whole like uh, military industrial complex, number one, I don't think is like nearly as profitable as people make it out to be. All right. Otherwise, everyone would be investing in these companies. Number two, I don't think that they're like nearly as in control of this country as they. Otherwise, we'd be at war fucking constantly. But we're not at war constantly. We're not like dropping boots on the ground constantly.
and Democratic Party elites have pushed us to the precipice of nuclear war, risking starting World War III and destroying the world as we know it. This is the most urgent existential threat that we face. Now, I ran for president in 2020 because I knew that this is where we were headed. All the signs were there. I raised this issue every single day during the campaign and on the national debate stage. For those of you who may have come to a town hall or who were watching, I'm sure you noticed. But the politicians and the media completely ignored it. They didn't care then, and they don't care now. Now, obviously, I didn't win that election, so I don't have the power to do what is necessary to prevent it. President Biden and Congress do, but they very irresponsibly are refusing to use that power to protect the safety of our country, the American people, and the world from the devastation that a nuclear holocaust. I don't have the power to do what is necessary to prevent, but the politicians and the media completely ignored it. They didn't care then, and they don't care now. Now, obviously, I didn't win that election, so I don't have the power to do what is necessary to prevent it. President Biden and Congress do, but they very irresponsibly are refusing to use that power to protect the safety of our country, the American people, and the world.
What could they do?
From the devastation that a nuclear holocaust would bring. So to protect our loved ones.
I cannot believe that the latest fucking moral panic that the right is fucking dying on the hill of is fucking nuclear holocaust. That was not on my 2021 bingo. Okay? I'm sorry. We're in 2022. We're deep into 2022. Fuck my life, dude. But like, seriously, that wasn't on my bingo card. I did not think that nuclear holocaust being the driving force behind Republican talking points was going to be a thing. But here the fuck we are. Oh man, I see someone. Yeah, thank you for hiding that for review. Hide. 1 second, I'm going to get rid of this fucking. Yeah, let's report this motherfucker. There we go.
To protect our children and our world. I'm calling on every one of you, every American, to join me in standing up to these cowardly politicians now. This may be our last chance to do so. Today's Democratic Party rejects the rule of law. What does that mean? The people's trust, our trust in the rule of law, is the foundation of our democracy. And by weaponizing the security state and federal law enforcement for their own partisan political ambitions, Democrat leaders are undermining the rule of law and turning our democracy into a banana republic. Across the country, we see a lot of examples of this. We see Democrat politicians calling for defunding the police, demonizing the police, and enacting laws that favor criminals' rights over those of everyday Americans. We have so-called progressive DAs, district attorneys, that let violent criminals out of jail, refusing to charge them, even though many have been arrested 30, 40, or even 50 times.
I have to know why you being in the Democratic Party has anything to do with local level fucking politics like that. No one on the national level is saying that. In fact, the national level Democrats are super against that shit. Why the fuck is this their fucking talking? Well, I know why it's their talking point, because it's effective, which is why all these fucking DAs need to be fucking voted the fuck out. Jesus Christ, dude.
So is it any surprise, really, that crime and murder rates are rapidly increasing? That people don't feel safe walking down the street in their own neighborhoods? Don't feel safe allowing their kids to walk to school? Is it any surprise that firearm purchases for self-defense have skyrocketed over the last couple of years? Now, under the Obama administration, the IRS was used to target conservative groups. Now, Biden's Department of Justice recently indicted 11 pro-life activists for organizing an event blockading an abortion clinic. That's what they were charged with. They didn't use physical force. They weren't dangerous. But 7 of those 11.
Hold on. If you're blocking access to a fucking business, you're still breaking the law. I don't think that you can do that. I actually, hold on. Can you do that? Can you stand outside a business, like all the entrances of a building, and not allow any customers to go in and expect not to get arrested? I don't think, like, let's assume like there's a burger joint that you're a vegan, right? And you don't like that fucking burger joint because they're not selling fucking vegan burgers. Can you just like sit there and like not allow any customers to go in? Fuck no, you can't.
They're facing 11 years in prison and fines of $250,000. I'm going to say that again. 7 of these pro-life protesters are facing 11 years in prison and fines of $250,000. The Biden Department of Justice and Department of Homeland Security have focused their newly formed domestic terror unit to target parents who are vocally standing in opposition to radical curriculums and explicit sexual content being taught to their kids in public schools. The Biden administration is labeling these parents as terrorists just for showing up at school board meetings and demanding change.
And attacking the fucking
President
people
Biden
there.
campaigned on a message of unity.
Let's not fucking forget, guys. Let's not fucking forget. The reason that that was such a big deal is because teachers and fucking school board members did not feel safe because there was people all over the country that were like threatening physical violence against them, sometimes enacting physical violence against them because people didn't believe them when they said that they weren't like turning their children trans. Yeah, I don't fucking blame them for like asking the federal government for a little bit of fucking help there. Not gonna lie. It seems pretty insane to me to assume that like we wouldn't consider like maybe terrorism task force probably wasn't the thing, but the FBI like being there to make sure that people weren't like planning on bombing these school board meetings because they felt so strongly about their children being entranced by the fucking deep state. Like, yeah, dude, there should probably be some law enforcement there, motherfucker. What? And also, didn't you just say that the fucking Democrats are trying to defund the police so that they can let violent criminals run amok? Are people who attack school board members not fucking criminals? Violent ones at that? Jesus Christ.
Healing the partisan divide, bringing the country together. But he just gave a big speech saying that supporters of President Trump are the most extremist group in our country and a threat to our democracy.
That's probably true.
Now you've got Elizabeth Warren and Kamala Harris. They are proclaiming that the Supreme Court is...
And, okay, I'm going to go through every single one of the claims that she says. When they say that, like, Trump supporters are the most extreme and dangerous group in this country, number one, they definitely made sure to say, like, it was a very, like, specific group of these people. Like, the people that are, like, out there planning a second January 6th, right? The people that are, like, think that Donald Trump is saving babies from being raped and, like, extracted adrenochrome from, right? Those are the kinds of people that they're saying are the dangerous terrorists or like the dangerous like hate groups out there. And like, let's be kind of clear. I don't know of a bigger group. What is like a bigger group of people that are actively like planning on doing some sort of like revolutionary action for some sort of ideological cause? Because I don't know. Like genuinely, I don't fucking know. I don't know of any of them that would be doing that.
Is illegitimate just because they disagree with its rulings. They're undermining the legitimacy of the Supreme Court given their position of power in making these statements. We've got the Biden administration that stood by and did absolutely nothing as activists protested outside the homes of Supreme Court justices during all hours of the day and night in clear violation of federal law. Now go back and look again. How did the Biden administration treat those pro-life, nonviolent protesters? And look at how they treated those who were protesting outside the homes, their families and children of these Supreme Court justices live.
Yeah, that was fucking cringe.
When the party in power does not believe in the rule of law,
and I think
but they're
Democrats said
responsible
as much
for writing and enforcing laws, our democracy is doomed. Today's Democratic Party does not believe in our constitutionally protected right to free speech. Fostering diversity of thought.
Can you please give me some legislation, give me something that shows that the Democratic Party is actively suppressing freedom of speech? There are lots of cringe. This is what happens when you have a bunch of cringy fucking loser leftists online dictating all fucking discourse in the fucking country. Okay. Now they're like unironically putting that on the hands or at the hands of our fucking elected representatives who are the only people that are not fucking saying this. It's so bad. Our elected representatives are not the ones that are putting out this crazy fucking like rhetoric out there. It's all the fucking activists online saying crazy fucking things that are making people fucking scared, that are saying like, yeah, we are coming for your kids and we are going to turn them trans and there's nothing you can do about it. Like fucking Chloe, Bob posting, right? Like it's actually fucking insane. And I don't blame people for being worried about that. But at the same time, oh, look at that, 420, based. But at the same time, like, let's be super clear. No fucking elected representative is fucking saying that. Ever. Show me one. Show me fucking one.
And freedom of expression is the very foundation of any flourishing democracy. Democratic Party leaders don't agree. They are led by fanatical ideologues who pose a threat to our democracy because they don't believe in freedom. They don't believe in freedom of speech. They don't believe in freedom of thought, freedom of religion. Because of that, they try to censor speech that they don't like, labeling it as, hey, this is misinformation, this is hate speech, this is violent speech. And they are working hand in glove with corporate for-profit media and big tech to smear and silence political opponents and anyone who dares to challenge their authority, their narrative, and therefore exposing their insecurities.
Show examples.
Not too long ago, the Biden administration even tried launching their own Ministry of Truth with the objective of controlling what information we are allowed to read, hear, and say. They will determine what is misinformation, what is true, and what is not. Now, their ideology is one of hate and divisiveness rather than respect and love, aloha. And they stand diametrically opposed to traditional liberalism, which recognizes the basic goodness of people and the autonomy of the individual, supporting civil liberties, supporting
What civil liberties are they fucking taking away? This is what I'm fucking talking about. They will never, ever, 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 ever be able to point at a fucking piece of legislation. They will never, ever, ever, ever be able to do anything that would ever substantiate the fucking claims. But they don't need to, because we have all these people online that are unironically against liberalism, that are actually against the concept of freedom of speech, at least as we have it in the United States. Those people are ruining it for everybody. The Democratic Party right now, especially under fucking Joe Biden, we've seen the first pieces of legislation, I think in my lifetime, aside from Obamacare, that is actually making a positive change in people's lives. And all that shit's going to be thrown away. Guess who is going to be responsible for it? The Republicans for voting, but the fucking crazy lefties online for giving them the ammunition. Oh, well, they're always going to call us socialists, Sondsol. They're always going to call us socialists because they'll use anything to attack us. Yeah, but if we don't give them the fucking ammunition, then people won't believe them. But when you're actually saying that, democracy is a farce and we need socialism now and we need to fucking kill all Republicans, yeah, guess what, motherfucker? People are going to be fucking scared of you, and they might be fucking reasonable in fucking being scared of you.
A government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Now tell me, how can a political party that is opposed to freedom be trusted with our democracy and our God-given freedoms enshrined in the Constitution? They can't be. Today's Democratic Party does not believe in our constitutionally protected right to freedom of religion. The Constitution recognizes that our freedom comes from God, not the government, not any government. Unfortunately, Democratic Party leaders reject this truth and are hostile toward people of faith and spirituality and actively try to undermine our religious freedom.
How?
Now, during the 2020 Democratic National Convention, they chose to omit the words "under God" from our Pledge of Allegiance. We've seen over years how...
No fucking shot. No fucking shot. That's the fucking... Is that the evidence that we're fucking using now? They didn't say "under God" in the fucking Pledge of Allegiance. Oh, man, that's totally taking away people's right to fucking freedom of religion there, Tulsi. You caught them, all right? You caught all the fucking deep state activists who I would have never thought would actually do something so fucking heinous. But here we are in the year 2020. Then they didn't say "under God" in the Pledge of Allegiance, something that wasn't added until 1950. Oh my fucking God. There are people that are very anti-religion. There are people that are very, very, mean to Christians because they've been burned by the evangelicals in this country a whole bunch, right? And maybe some of those people take it to a pretty cringy level, but let's be fucking ultra clear. It's not the Democratic Party that is doing this, okay? It's going to be individuals and it's going to be activists. It's not going to be the fucking Democratic Party itself. It just will never happen. It won't happen. Guess what, motherfucker? It's not going to happen. You can't make it happen. You can't show that it's going to happen. You can't point towards any Democratic leaders saying that we need to get rid of religion in this country whatsoever, especially when half of the Republicans think that Democrats are all secret Muslims that are trying to take away Christians from the country. What are you talking about, brother? You're in a fucking fantasy land. You're in the world of fucking Peter Pan, Neverland, with all your lost boys. who never fucking grew up past the fucking like Iraq war. I don't know, dude.
How high-profile Democratic leaders openly mock or discriminate against people of faith, especially Christians. And President Obama once ridiculed Americans for clinging to their guns and religion. Vice President Kamala Harris, back when she was a U.S. Senator in
Yeah?
2018, she remarked
Okay.
that being a member of the Knights of Columbus, a Catholic charity organization, a nonprofit, disqualified Brian Boucher from serving as a federal judge.
Hold on. The Knights of what?
Guns and religion. Vice President Kamala Harris, back when she was a U.S. Senator in 2018, she remarked that being a member of the Knights of Columbus, a Catholic charity organization, a nonprofit, disqualified Brian Boucher from serving as a federal judge. Senator Dianne Feinstein.
Let's see here. It might have had something to do with this being against same-sex marriage. She probably shouldn't have said that. Sure. I'll fucking concede that one. She probably shouldn't have said that. I don't know a lot about them.
Derided now Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett, who happens to be a devout Catholic, during her Senate confirmation hearing, stating, quote, "The dogma lives loudly within you." Now let's remember
Yeah,
the
because
Constitution.
yeah, because you shouldn't be looking at the Constitution through religious fucking lenses. That one I will not give her. If you're going to say that someone shouldn't be a fucking Supreme Court judge because they are like very, very obviously dogmatic with their religious views and that might cloud their legal judgment, yeah, that would be a legitimate reason to say, maybe this person right here shouldn't be maybe this person right here shouldn't be a Supreme Court justice. That would be a legitimate, I think, personally, in my personal opinion, in my humble opinion of as a person who likes my constitution to be a little bit fucking secular, okay?
Article 6, Section 3 says, and I quote, "No religious test shall ever be required as a qualification to any office or public trust under the United States."
Yeah.
How is it that the Democratic Party of today doesn't seem to know this?
Wait, that would mean that like you would be required to be a religious person of a certain faith to be. Oh, so she's just retarded is the answer. Okay, we found the answer, guys. She's actually retarded because if you think that there should be no religious test to be an official of the United States government, means that we shouldn't that we should be like making sure that people who are religious are in government. You're actually insane. You're actually like too fucking stupid to be elected into office. Jesus Christ.
But the Democratic Party of today has forgotten that freedom of religion does not mean freedom from religion. Our government must.
It means both. It means that you neither are forced to be part of a religion, be subjected to the rules of a religion, nor are you forced to not be part of a religion. It means both of these things, Tulsi. It doesn't just go one way. It goes both ways.
Respect every American's deeply personal relationship with God and our freedom to express that and practice that faith without fear of state-sponsored reprisal or punishment, censorship, or discrimination. Now, whether you believe in God or not isn't the point here. The point is that any political party that is trying to erase the presence of God from every facet of public life and is hostile towards those who choose to worship God cannot be trusted to protect our inalienable God-given rights enshrined in the Constitution, and therefore should not be in power. Today's Democratic Party does not believe in our constitutionally protected right to bear arms. Now, our founders passed the Second Amendment out of a recognition that every one of us as Americans has a right to defend ourselves and our loved ones and to serve as a check on a tyrannical government seeking to take away our God-given freedoms.
Sorry, I don't know what the fuck that
believe
was.
in our constitutionally protected right to bear arms. Now, our founders passed the Second Amendment out of a recognition that every one of us as Americans has a right to defend ourselves and our loved ones and to serve as a check on a tyrannical government seeking to take away our God-given freedoms. The Democratic Party's hatred of the Second Amendment and their increasing authoritarian instincts poses a serious threat to our freedoms.
The unfortunate reality right now is that every single fucking movement in the United States is becoming slightly more authoritarian at the very least. But I think that when we look at the Democratic Party, like the capital D Democratic Party, not the broader left, meaning everyone who is part of the Democratic Party, plus all of the socialists, plus all of the anarchists, plus all of the fucking weird, Jimmy Dore type people, right? Like when we look at the Democratic establishment, they're actually not being more authoritarian. They're actually exactly the same where they've been for a very long fucking time. But we have seen the Republican Party become more authoritarian. We have seen the leftists in this country become more authoritarian. There's very, very few fucking libertarian fucking socialists anymore. They're all becoming more libertarian or more authoritarian. They're all becoming like much harsher in their condemnations of all these different uh, differing ideas, and they'll to the point where they're saying, yeah, we should be arming ourselves to kill Republicans because they're anti-trans. Yeah, there's some legitimate critique there. But the Democratic Party, motherfucker? No, I don't think so.
Oh, yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47, said Beto O'Rourke at a debate when
Yeah,
he was
that was
running for
bad.
president. That's just one example
Which
of
is why he'll
many
never be elected,
that display this
unfortunately.
hatred for the Second Amendment by leading Democrats in this country. Our founders intentionally passed the Second Amendment right after the First Amendment. The majority ruling from the recent Supreme Court striking down New York's law that barred people from concealed carry firearms really summarized clearly why Democrats are so wrong to try to take away our Second Amendment rights. And I want to read this statement from that ruling because it really says it so clearly. Just as we do not need to seek a permit to stand on the street corner and exercise our right to free speech, we shouldn't have to seek permission for a law-abiding citizen to carry a firearm. Now, we as a society don't get to pick and choose which of our rights in the Constitution are more worthy of protecting than another. End of quote. So protecting our freedom to defend ourselves and those we love, and protecting our rights and freedoms enshrined in the Constitution against a tyrannical power is exactly why we must ensure that our right to bear arms shall not be infringed. Now, today's Democratic Party is Big Brother undermining our civil liberties. Now, the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution ensures, quote, the right of the American people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures, end of quote.
Okay,
Democratic
where's she going
elite
with
party
this?
leaders have had many opportunities to uphold our Fourth Amendment rights, to get rid of unconstitutional provisions of the Patriot Act
What?
that violate our civil liberties. When I was in Congress,
Was it the Democratic Party or the Republican Party that put the Patriot Act in place in the first place? Has the Patriot Act been brought to the Supreme Court and argued against? Was it upheld by the Supreme Court? These are really important questions to ask, Tulsi.
I introduced legislation that would repeal the Patriot Act and address the dangerous secret FISA courts being used to undermine our civil liberties, especially those protected by the Fourth Amendment. You wouldn't be surprised to know that Democratic Party leaders didn't move my bill forward, even allowing it for a vote. Because every time they've had the opportunity, they choose to side with the security state instead of siding with our liberty, our freedom. And we see a lot of examples of this, whether it's using the IRS to snoop into our bank accounts because we sent someone over $600 on Venmo or the Cash App, or supporting the corrupt system of civil asset forfeiture to seize property from law-abiding Americans who've not even been charged with the crime. And if you're one of those people, good luck getting your money.
Which party has actually been against that dumb fuck? I'm actually fucking surprised at how fucking unintelligent people are in this country. They will look at issues that Republicans push, like not only passed in this country, right? But also actively keep in law with the Democrats sometimes. And then they'll blame the Democrats for it solely. Or they'll look at something that the Democrats have been wholly opposed to and haven't been able to repeal, and they'll still blame the Democrats for it. How the fuck does that work, bro? Actually, how the fuck does that work?
Money or your property back without suing the government. Or most recently, getting credit card companies to keep track of any and all firearm and ammunition related purchases. The Democratic Party stands over and over again with giving Big Brother more power and control over our lives. This stands diametrically opposed to our Constitution and the vision that our founders had for us. Today's Democratic Party racializes everything and blatantly foments anti-white racism. The Democratic machine has betrayed.
Now, hold on. Now, here's somewhere where I might have to not the anti-white racism part, but like the other parts of it for goddamn sure. I might have to fucking concede some fucking ground here because oof, dude, it is really hard to argue against the fact that the Democratic Party is actively like racializing shit. Like absolutely they are, undeniably they are. And that fucking sucks because we probably don't need to racialize literally everything. Like we should be like pushing for some sort of like equity and fucking equality for like things that need to be fixed, right? We've definitely fucked over a lot of black people when it comes to like fuck a whole lot of different goddamn things. I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. I'm dead. In my video game, I'm dead. And in my heart, I'm dead. I'm fucking gonzo. Um but yeah, like the anti-white racism shit happens online. Yeah, but, like, when it comes to, like, policies that we should be pursuing, we should probably be pursuing, some sort of policy that helps bring people who are super poor up, right? Investing in poor communities, especially in inner cities, where we have a whole bunch of fucking people who could be very, very productive members of society, but instead get sucked into gang violence and shit like that. That's something that we could do. And that's something that we ought to do, right? That would disproportionately help African American people, right? This is something that would be very race based at that point, right? We could word it in a way that is very race blind, but at the end of the day, it would be something that would be bringing, African Americans up to par with white Americans economically and socially, right? That's just fucking true. Um, I think that a lot of the racial rhetoric does need to fucking die down though, because it is ultra fucking divisive. It is ultra fucking hard to bring anyone onto your side who might otherwise totally agree with everything else that you're saying. But when you start like, you know, doing the weird Robin DiAngelo style fucking critical race theory shit that is actual critical race theory, not the shit that they're claiming is in school where they're saying that, yeah, racism happens and then they say that that's critical race theory. Uh, like this sort of stuff is pretty hard to defend sometimes.
Dr. Martin Luther King's dream, his dream of a nation where we are judged based on the
Zoning laws
content
would
of
be
our
part of it.
character
Yeah,
rather than the
Wilkenstein.
color of our skin. And in their blind pursuit of power, Democrat leaders have reduced each of us as God's children to the color of our skin, using identity politics to tear us apart, all so they can win a few votes, also they can gain more political power. Democrats were completely silent in the face of Mayor Lori Lightfoot's blatant racist policy of only accepting interviews with reporters of color because she was struck with the, quote, overwhelming whiteness and maleness.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked.
Modern day segregation in schools is being promoted by racial profiteers like Robin DiAngelo and the corrupt, self identified cultural Marxists who
Look,
lead Black Lives Matter.
look at that. She even fucking said Robin DiAngelo. Oh fuck, dude. We can't fucking escape it. We can't fucking escape it. We need someone who is a very big, like driving force in the Democratic Party to officially like disavow Robin DiAngelo. That woman has not said anything of fucking value fucking ever. Fuck off with all of your fucking grifting bullshit where you use these fucking academic terms to fucking ruin our fucking country. All right. You're not helping anyone. You're not helping black people. You're not helping fucking Hispanic people by like changing Latino to Latinx. Fuck off, dude. It's not helping.
Where's the Democratic Party of today stand on that? Well, they embrace these people and their ideology and celebrate their racist agenda. They support programs that are teaching our kids in public schools that they are either the privileged or the victims, the oppressors or the oppressed.
I work in education. Never seen it. Never seen it. Not when I worked in education 3, 4 years ago. Not when I'm working in education now. Not, I've never fucking seen it. You know what they're teaching in schools right now? Fucking decimal places. They're teaching kids how to round up numbers and shit. Okay? They're showing kids, prepositional fucking phrases. That's what I had to help teach today. Prepositional phrases. You know what I didn't see in there? Anything about fucking slavery. I didn't see anything about fucking oppressors. I didn't see any of that shit. You know why? Because it's not fucking happening. There's some niche schools, predominantly fucking charter schools that are not under like the public schooling system, predominantly fucking, private schools that are not religious, these types of schools, yeah, you might see a couple of them that do it, right? You might see some individual teachers that do it, but this is not part of the fucking core curriculum. And every single time I challenge someone to show me some core curriculum being pushed in some state where they're talking about like genitals to fucking first graders, never get the fucking receipts. Never, ever have I gotten the fucking receipts for that shit. They teach white supremacy at my kid's school. What do you mean when you say white supremacy? And what grade level are they? Because I was taught about white supremacy in my school, and this was before all the woke bullshit. It was called learning about fucking slavery and fucking World War II and shit. We talked about white supremacy there, yeah. But I was in high school or middle school. When are we getting Darkest Dungeon as background game? It's probably going to be, I could do it, but I don't know if I'd be able to learn how to do it on the fly. I have it in my fucking Steam library.
Solely because of the color of their skin. They have become the racists that they claim to hate. Today's Democratic Party is anti-woman.
Whoa.
There's no greater expression of hatred and hostility towards women than to erase the existence of women as a category of people. Now, if you've been paying attention, the Democratic Party has always claimed to be the champions for women, to stand proudly for the passage and enactment of Title IX, making history, leveling the playing field for women and girls. But if you listen to them lately and you look at what they're doing,
oh no,
the Biden administration and today's Democratic Party are spitting in the face of these achievements.
Oh God.
By rejecting the objective truth and reality that women exist and are not just a construct in someone's mind. They can no longer even...
Tulsi's going full transphobe to capture the fucking Republican fucking voters. She's going full transphobe on us. I don't know what all of her positions were before. Maybe this was fully in line with her, 2016 campaign and her 2020 campaign, but I don't know. Violent Smoker says, no, I mean teaching children that we civilized the Americas or that indigenous people had no written language. Oh, okay. Well, I can't speak to that. It's an elbow bump, Wokenstein. That's what that emote is. Sorry, I don't know what else to tell you.
Even define what a woman is. And they're demanding that we replace words like mother with birthing person and place women at risk just to please biological men who claim to be women at any given moment. They're taking away opportunities and futures from girls in sports by allowing transgender athletes who until recently identified as men and who clearly have a biological advantage of being a man to compete against women.
How is that legal?
Now, behind the scenes, behind the curtain, the Biden administration is quietly trying to change Title IX through a backdoor rule change that would actually remove women and biological sex from the Title IX statute. Now, if you remember, Title IX was passed specifically out of a recognition of the difference in the biological sex between men and women.
Hold on. No, it was not done off of a biological basis. Title IX was there because women weren't able to go to college. It was heavily frowned upon for the longest time. And then once they started going, they weren't like actually being treated well. They weren't getting the opportunities that men were. So they created Title IX. Now we could totally make the argument that Title IX might not need to be necessary anymore for women. All right. You could totally make that argument, seeing as men are graduating college at a much lower rate than women nowadays. Okay. You could absolutely make that argument. But don't fucking pretend like, oh, men are just biologically better than women and therefore they shouldn't be men are biologically better than women and that's why they created Title IX. I don't even know how to fucking begin to unpack that. I'm not going to lie, fellas. Hey folks, I don't know how to even begin to unpack that one.
Women. And by recognizing that difference in the biological sex, providing opportunities and fairness and a level playing field for women and girls. The Biden administration's action now to take away women and biological sex from that definition of Title IX is absolutely taking away opportunities for millions of young girls and women across the country.
Women have
They're
probably
even
more
now going so
opportunities
far as to
in
claim that it
college
is
than
sexual
men now.
harassment to address someone by the wrong pronouns. So when you look at all their actions, really what they're trying to do is to force us to comply. They're trying to force us to comply with this literal insanity by
She
trying
knows
to
what her
regulate
grift
our
is,
speech
dude.
and thought. with the threat of punishment if we don't comply.
What is the punishment?
By denying that there are biological differences between men and women, they're
Which I don't think anybody fucking does.
erasing women and denying the existence of objective truth.
I just want someone to fucking please show me where they're doing this. I just want fucking evidence. Fucking any fucking piece of evidence. Anything that would show me that the Democratic Party is trying to erase the category of woman when they're so fucking horny to fucking use id poll at every given fucking moment, all the fucking time. Why would they fucking do that to themselves? They are so horny to use id poll all the fucking time. And that's one of my criticisms of the Democratic Party.
This is really the bigger issue here, because if one denies the existence of truth, then there are no boundaries. There are no limits in our society. And really what happens then is the truth becomes whatever those in power want it to be. And that's exactly what we are seeing happen in our society, in this country today. Today's Democratic Party is undermining families.
How?
Now, families are the bedrock of civilization. Today's Democratic Party does not
How? Was it not the Democratic Party that wanted to leave in the child tax credit that was giving people like what, how many hundreds of dollars a month during COVID? And what party was it that said to take that shit away? Family tax credit, which was a pretty fucking base thing for those with children. What party was it that actually wanted that to, stay in place? Legitimate question, Tulsi.
recognize this truth and the importance of the central foundational role that families play in our society and civilization. And because they don't recognize this truth, they want to strip away the rights of parents to raise their kids, claiming, hey,
wait, hold on. What do you mean? Because no one wants to work anymore? Okay. How is it when she says that the Democrats are anti-family, and then I bring up the Democrats actually were giving families a tax credit for their children so that they could take better care of their children, so they could have more money to feed and clothe their children, that you bring up, well, nobody wants to work anymore. Okay, sorry. I can't fucking tell anymore, all right? You have no fucking clue how fucking crazy the sorts of shit I see people say in chat, okay?
we in the government know what's better for you and your children and your family better than you do. Former Democratic governor of Virginia, Terry McAuliffe, said last year, there is no role for parents in determining a school's curriculum. You don't get a say. The largest teachers union in the country and one of the Democratic Party's biggest donors, the National Education Association, recently passed a resolution that endorses the teaching of critical race theory in classrooms across the country. Public school districts are implementing policies that sexualize...
Wait, say that again?
The largest teachers union in the country and one of the Democratic Party's biggest donors, the National Education Association, recently passed a resolution that endorses the teaching of critical race theory in classrooms across the country.
Okay. We're going to do another fact check. National Teachers Association. Critical race theory. Despite a legislative push to ban critical race theory, educators are committed to helping students examine the system in which we all work and live and help build a better future for everyone. So first off, I don't think that any fucking low-level fucking class is teaching critical race theory, all right? I've listened to many podcasts where people explain what critical race theory is, and there are some legitimate fucking real life criticisms that you can make about critical race theory, all right? I have my own, all right, about the actual critical race theory, right? This is not something that they're teaching at fucking schools, in like public schools. There's no fucking way. It is so fucking convoluted, so like hyper academic that to try and teach this, you have to have so much like base level knowledge, right? So much prerequisite knowledge that you're not learning in fucking high school. Oh, this is a whole long ass article. I just want to know some like, I want the rundown. I want a basic rundown. Okay, let's look at Politico. Please don't be a paid article. have approved spending tens of thousands of dollars to fight back against conservative groups that portray teachers as spreading racist indoctrination under the guise of critical race theory, a term born from legal scholarship decades ago, though its meaning today has been distorted. And Ibram X. Kendi, author and director of Boston's University Center for Anti-Racist Research, is scheduled to speak during the American Federation of Teachers Teach conference this week alongside politicians and public figures. But this moment leaves union leaders confronting a tough challenge, encouraging their members to teach the truth of American history and building student civic participation, all while maintaining public trust and avoiding rhetoric that could mire the entire teaching profession in a messy dispute. It is about them understanding that this is about a fight for students. We don't teach CRT in elementary, middle, or high schools. AFT president, there we fucking go. It's a law school theory that analyzes the presence of systemic racism in institutions. What we teach children is to respect each other, and honor our history. And my members want to know that we're going to defend them in their moral and professional responsibilities to do that. It was framed as a lens. Yeah, it's like a lens to view the world through. We watched a video on it by a guy named Ryan Chapman, I think. And I think that video was pretty fair because he didn't, until the very end, it's not like he was portraying it in like an objectively fucking horrible way, right? He was saying, this is how they view things. I've read these books in case anybody wants to call me on anything. There are some things that like critical race theories and postmodernists have said and done that are accurate and have done like good in the world. However, these are my problems with it at the very end, he said, right? I know that Texas, their anti-critical race theory law said something along the lines of, and this eventually got taken out of it because of how bad the blowback was, right? It was something along the lines of like, you can't do anything that would make a kid feel bad for being white or for being of a certain race. For instance, being white. I can't remember the exact wording of it, right? But like, you can't make someone feel guilty for being white. I was taught about fucking racial inequity in school, all right? They talked about how black people had Jim Crow. They talked about how black people had slavery. They talked about Jewish people getting killed by fucking Nazis. But they never once fucking talked about it like white people fucking bad. White people are evil, right? Never fucking once. And let me tell you, I had a very lib-cuck fucking teacher, okay? I could tell he was a pretty fucking like liberal dude. No teaching basketball. No teaching basketball since we all know white people can't jump. Yeah, exactly. Right? But like, even though I was taught all these things in high school and in middle school, all right, even though my family was like ultra fucking libcucks, I never once ever fucking felt guilty for being white. 9 out of 10 teachers are Democrats? Well, yeah, I wouldn't fucking doubt that shit. Guess why? Republicans always try to cut funding for education. No fucking shit teachers are Democrats. Not only is it in their best interest, right? Because they might get a fucking pay raise and actually get, compensated for the amount of work they're putting in, right? But the Democrats aren't fucking passing legislation saying that you're not allowed to talk about like Martin Luther King, which was another thing that was talked about in the fucking Texas bill. Maybe if Republicans actually had some sort of voter capture that wasn't hyper specific to or hyper antagonistic towards certain fucking job fields, they would have more representation in those job fields, but they don't.
Public school districts are implementing policies that sexualize kids as young as 5 or 6 years old. Taxpayer dollars are being used to bring in drag strippers and encourage gender transition surgery in minors, all kept secret from their parents. Teachers
proof.
Not being allowed to talk to parents about what's going on with their children at school. We have the Department of Health.
This is the example I always give to people when I talk about this sort of legislation. Like, they'll create legislation preemptively that says like, you have to, you must tell a parent if a kid is trans at your school, right? Or if they're using a different name or pronouns at school versus at home, right? You must tell the parent, right? But then I wonder like, okay, well, what if like a teacher saw, 2 boys holding hands and they got like suspicious about something. And then one day they walk into like, so they walk down a hall and they see the 2 boys kiss. Do they have a duty to tell the parents that they're gay? Do they have a duty to out their student as being a homosexual to their parents? Well, they would usually like, in every conversation I've had, they say no. That would obviously be bad, right? Because their parents might be, very averse to that. They might be homophobic or, like, treat their kids badly because of that, right? That would be a conversation for the kid to have with their parents. And then I say, "Okay, let's say a kid is, like, hiding the fact that they're trans from their parents, but they're going by, like, different pronouns at school." Then they're like, "Oh, well, yeah, they should obviously be taught they should call the parents fucking immediately." And it's like, "Brother, why? What is the difference there? What is the fucking difference?" I don't know what the difference is. I they haven't been able to explain it to me.
And Human Services Secretary Rachel Levine saying young children should be empowered to get gender affirmation treatment, which often involves puberty blockers, chemical castration, and irreversible surgeries that cause long-term harm
Not
to
with
kids.
children.
Now, here's the thing:
Doesn't
if parents
happen
don't
with
comply,
children.
the federal government threatens to bring in child protective services, get them involved, and take your kids away. Families are the foundation of civilization and our society.
Oh
And today's
god,
Democratic Party's
civilization.
policies
It's all a
are very quickly
civilizational
eroding
fight.
that foundation to the detriment of us all. I've said a lot of things here today.
You
I've
sure have,
briefly
Tulsi.
outlined many of the serious challenges and problems that we're facing. And
You
I'm
have
going to be going
unfortunately
into more
said so
depth on each of
much.
these because they deserve that time and attention as we go forward in the coming weeks. But as we end our show today, I don't want to leave you feeling hopeless. Let's remember the vision that our founders had for this country, the ideals they set forth. I believe in a government that is of the people, by the people, and for the people. Unfortunately, today's Democratic Party does not. Instead, they stand for a government of, by, and for the powerful elite.
You know, it's really funny that she went on to talk to Tucker Carlson immediately after posting this video and, like, making this announcement, because it really feels like a Tucker Carlson segment, doesn't it, guys? Does this not feel like it's like an AI generated fucking Tucker Carlson segment? Holy shit, dude. Insane.
So, as we remember the ideals our founders laid out for us, let's draw inspiration from their hopes for us, their hopes for this country and our potential. And let's take action to bring about that change in our communities, in our states, and in this country so that we truly have a government that is of, by, and for the people. So today, I'm calling on my fellow common sense, independent-minded Democrats to join me in taking action, join me in leaving the Democratic Party. If you can no longer
Why
stomach the
I left
direction
the
that the
left
so-called
from
woke
Tulsi
Democratic
Gabbard.
Party ideologues are taking this country, I invite you to join me.
Okay, thank God that's over. Jesus Christ. What a fucking ideologue. Fucking grifter. Holy shit. Now, on one hand, if I'm like going to like think about it like super hard, maybe she was just like a more conservative member of the Democratic Party. Like, if I want to be ultra charitable and try and figure out why she might have taken this crazy fucking Tucker Carlson heel turn here. Maybe like the fact that she's a more conservative member of the Democratic Party, maybe she had some like a lot of fucking pushback to a lot of her positions. Maybe the left pushed her away for like in the online space and in like the social space for being, you know, pro gun or some shit, or for being like kind of nationalistic, or maybe for you know, palling around with some of like the right wingers. Maybe they pushed her away a little bit. I don't think that's as much of an excuse to be so fucking blatantly fucking like anti-American with the way that you approach things, saying that like the fact that they brought up someone being very like religiously driven in their legal rulings as a reason why they shouldn't be a Supreme Court justice, right? As a testament to why the Democrats are anti-religion, then citing the rule that we have, for why we shouldn't have like a nationally based religion. There should be no test, uh religious based test for whether or not someone should be a state official. That doesn't mean that they shouldn't be, that they can't be religious, right? It just means that it means that you should like make sure someone is Christian before they can become a government official, right? It's actually the exact opposite of what she's claiming. I don't know, dude. That's fucking crazy to me, dude. It's actually insane. Yes, we're about to go into that because I cannot fucking watch any more Tulsi Gabbard. Okay. Now, chat, it is up to you. You guys can tell me. Do we do Infrared and Jackson Stinkle going around, going around TwitchCon, the AK 4'7" himself, going around TwitchCon, cringily fucking mogging people outside of the outside of the doors about their masks? Or do we go into the Mr. Girl versus Stardust like falling out? Because I don't know anything about that. All right. So we're gonna be live reacting. We know nothing about that. Which would you guys prefer? We got one for Infrared. We got one for Stardust and Mr. Girl. All right. Well, we're getting overwhelming support for the Mr. Girl stuff. So let me go. I know that on one hand, Chud Logic covered it. Well, look at that. There's a YouTube video.
That is insane.
There's a YouTube video for it right here. Let's see how this went.
See, not. You're mental.
Who and murders a mother and a daughter, I think we can say is probably.
Well, I think that's kind of based.
Actions and
How
say
can you
that's scummy
objectively
behavior.
How can you objectively do it if you can't even say what it is?
So you're fucking retarded, okay? Chud, shut the fuck up. No. Let me finish what I'm saying, okay?
Do you know what objective means?
Oh, you know what? Shut the fuck up, Chud. I think you're a fucking idiot, Chud. How about that?
Most people.
I don't want to. I see you opening your mouth, Chud. Shut.
I love Stardust. Okay. I love Chud. I love Stardust. The thing about Stardust is, like, it's sometimes so hard to tell when she's being serious. Like, it sounds like she's really mad there, but she sounds the exact same way when she's like, shut the fuck up, Sondsol, you stupid piece of shit. You stinky, not banana loving swine. I don't know. I don't feel like Stardust has ever said the word swine in her entire life, but I don't know if she's actually being serious there.
Up. I don't want to hear a word out of you.
You destroyed our friendship. Our friendship was important to me, and now we're not fucking friends anymore. I don't think it's melodramatic. Of course it's tested. It's so fucking disingenuous. You're such a fucking liar. You sat there, you looked me in the fucking eye, and you told me you weren't upset.
Okay, so if you're being sarcastic, you can just leave the call. Like I'm not interested.
So, let me just introduce this. Obviously, you guys were known as friends a little while ago. Very close. There was conversations together. Stardust actually copped quite a bit of heat over her association with you. However, a few months ago, there was a monumental conversation that sullied the relationship that had been developed. And from what I understand, it led to a sort of terse exchange on stream, which then led to a number of months where you weren't really communicating with one another. Now, I floated the idea of sorting this out, and I think that, I kind of left it with you. I didn't want to push the issue. But now we've gathered here together to finally fix the tattered, frayed relationship of Mr. Girl and Stardust. Now, because I'm both a woman lover and also think that Stardust is the one that initially had the issue with what Mr. Girl said, I think what I'd like to do is just allow you maximum 5 minutes tops to explain what your issue is, and then Mr. Girl, you'll have 5 minutes to respond, and then we're just going to open up a conversation. This is to ensure that you're able to get out how you feel in a fairly reasonable time frame. So Stardust, please by all means explain the issue in more detail, and then go on to what you got to say.
So we had a conversation last time we were on stream together because I really liked his video about fucking the cat. I thought it was funny, and I thought it was a really nice way to demonstrate how to tell somebody to, back off, that you're not interested.
Can I explain what you mean by?
Wait.
Well,
Why are you interjecting already?
She said my video about fucking a cat, and I want to explain the context of what she's talking about.
Okay, I don't understand.
Oh man, he's already defensive as fuck, dude. Oh no, she said that I fuck cats. No, she didn't say that. Obviously, she's like talking about. I've never watched a Mr. Girl video. Okay, not gonna lie, I've never watched a Mr. Girl video. I know what she's talking about. You used some sort of fucking like allegory or some like very, very, edgy story to illustrate a point. Okay, very obviously, but he's so fucking. He's on defense mode already, which is bad for him. Okay. By the way, hey guys, there are 10 viewers, 6 likes. More likes, guess what? Equals more people jumping into chat. Like the fucking stream.
Why you need to explain. That seems like plenty of context to me. No, go on. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Go on. As long as you're okay with it, Stardust.
I made a video called "How to Say No to Sex," which is about how if somebody asks you to have sex and you're not interested, you should plainly and clearly say no, rather than giving excuses or basically trying to talk them out of wanting to have sex with you. And a guide I gave for that is, imagine if someone asked to have sex with your cat. You should say no the way you would say no to that.
Okay. Please continue.
I liked it. I thought it was a funny video. And I thought it was interesting. And we started off our talk, and I said to Mr. Girl that I really appreciated the video. I think a lot of women, especially younger women, are kind of socialized to not really know how to say no the correct way, socialized to kind of like do everything except give a hard, concrete no, right? And at the same time, I personally felt like it's important for me, because when I say not right now, currently as I am, I have to clarify so many times to somebody that I'm interested in. I'm incredibly interested in you. I just need time, right? When I'm talking about me needing time, I need time. I have like issues, right? And so that's kind of what I was saying is like, I don't want that message to get misconstrued as me. I don't want people to all of a sudden read that as like, she's no longer interested in me, because the truth is I am interested, but I just have, I need time. And then it turned into a conversation somehow about me saying that I need time being a test, when for me, it's not a test. It's quite literally, if somebody can't give me that time, it's over. It's not going to work, And then Mr. Girl went on to talk about how, well, you should understand, if you're asking for time before getting physical with somebody, that they have the right to be angry with you or stuff like that. And then he started talking about this relationship he had with this woman who wanted to have him get tested before they got physical. And that was a whole thing. And then basically continued to tell me that what I am saying is a power move somehow. Me asking for time is a power move. Me asking for time is like a test. And for me, it's not a test. It's I have not been in a relationship for 4.5 years for a very specific reason, right? I need that. Like, I have very specific boundaries. If I can't get that, it's done. I'm not doing it, and I'm willing to be by myself rather than somebody who thinks that I am asking this as from the perspective of a power move.
Okay. And sorry, I just wanted to elaborate very briefly on my understanding is you didn't have any contact for a little while with Mr. Girl. What was the reasoning behind that before we move on to Mr. Girl?
It felt awkward. It felt weird. And it's not like I don't wish him any harm, I don't wish him any ill will or anything like that. But there's like a fundamental difference in the way that we understand this and the way that he views it. And he thinks that people should be entitled to be angry with me for exercising.
Hey, man, the way that she's describing this, I cannot imagine Mr. Girl's response being reasonable. Right? Like, if he thinks that it's a test to say that, like, I need some time before we, like, actually, like, pursue anything, that's a little bit fucking yikesy. Not gonna fucking lie, fam. Yeah, no, like, if someone needs fucking time, they need fucking time. That's just something that they're going to need. Yeah, I don't know if usually what I'll find when we watch something from Mr. Girl, when I see something from Mr. Girl, it'll be something that is on its face pretty indefensible, but he has some sort of like actually like pretty decent reasoning for saying or believing the things that he does, even if I don't agree with it. But this one seems pretty bad. This one seems pretty not poggers.
Exercising just basic requests. When I say you don't have to be with me, you don't have to be with me to if that doesn't work for you, but you don't have to be angry with me either, right? Like I don't think it's reasonable to get angry with somebody for exercising, explaining what they physically need or what they physically can't give, right, at a specific time in a relationship. So
okay, right, now is to go. You've maximum 5 minutes to respond to that and elaborate further as you see fit.
All right.
Oh,
Hi, I'm Mr. Girl. I feel like the way Stardust, I feel like the way that Stardust is portraying this interaction. He's gonna talk so fucking slow, dude.
I am angry at you.
okay.
Is that it?
No.
I mean, for the meme, I understand because I did make a meme.
Okay, shut up, Stardust. Okay,
yeah,
listen, let the men speak. Right, Mr. Girl, go.
No, I'm angry at you for not talking to me for 3 months. When I say that it's a test, I'm not talking about your experience. I'm talking about...
But that's not what you were saying.
Why are you interrupting?
Sorry.
I'm talking about how it functions in the courtship or relationship or whatever. So if you say, as you just said, I ask for time, and if a man can't give me that time, we're done. This is why I haven't been in a relationship for 4.5 years, because no man has been able to... That's what I mean by test.
I'm in a relationship now.
Oh,
Okay.
good for Star.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're interrupting. What relevance is that to anything?
It's not. I'm just responding to what you just said. So
Okay.
my perspective here is not... Yeah, I know. My perspective here is well, I guess I can just reiterate what I was saying last time, is that a lot of men don't like being told no, and will not take no for an answer, especially if it's a vague or unclear no. And I think as a result of both women's unwillingness to set clear boundaries and men's unwillingness to accept boundaries, we've developed a kind of coded way to deal with this, where women say no just to something, just to see how you react to it, and then gauge how safe they are with you based on that. And what you describe as, oh, I need time or I need space, some component of that feels to me, I guess, whenever it happens to me.
Okay,
like
he's talking so slow. I gotta speed it up. Oh, I already did.
Human,
More.
I know that you can decide you want to have sex with somebody pretty quick, and it's worth waiting a little while to see if something contradictory to that impulse is going to surface. What I said to you in the conversation was like, I've noticed and I feel like once you're past 30, the second date kind of makes sense to have sex on. I feel like if you can't figure out whether you should have sex with somebody by the second date or not, you're
a prude,
kind of lagging.
Retarded?
No, that wasn't what I was gonna say.
Okay.
I was gonna say just like a little slower, not mentally, but like in terms of how safe you feel. And if you feel really unsafe, you're going to do things that I think could be called tests. So I'm not saying that these happen for no reason, and I'm not saying that there's not men who deserve that. I'm saying that as a man who I don't think needs to be tested, it feels enraging to add to the shame women have about wanting sex, the awkwardness of whatever. It's just all the lies, to add another reason for women to pretend they don't want sex when they do.
This is fucking snoozeville. We're going to infrared. Sorry, boring. I'll watch that and I'll make
politicians.
Oh, Jesus Christ, he's live right now.
On their pro-war imperialist agenda. Remember, imperialism is the primary
he has
contradiction.
A new background.
How does that fucking follow? How the fuck does that follow? Yo, Jackson, you want to come on? Yeah. So, believe it. So we're going to get into this. Right? But we have a special guest today, and he's coming to my studio in Michigan. We're in Michigan right now. So this is Jackson Hinkle, special celebrity guest.
How does he have such a real... This mic right here, I think is like $500 fucking dollars.
Going back historically and looking at past midterm elections,
Why? Fuck off. Where is it? Why does he have a $500 mic and his gain is still fucked?
To my stream. What's up? This is just like when I debated Destiny, and I told you to.
It's exactly like I was about to say that.
Come on, speak.
I just had to fend off like 40 tweakers on the streets of DTLA.
That's life in LA. That's how it is. It comes with the it comes with a package.
2 blocks, 40 tweakers.
It comes with a package of being in LA. 100%.
Yeah.
But guys, this guy, see him? He's gonna be at the conference. He's gonna be there. Can you believe it? He's famous. How much subs do you have? He's got like 200K subs. Okay, but I can't fucking share it in my Discord. You. Hey. Okay, that's, you know what? That's okay. I have another phone. Can you hold this for a sec? Oh shit, we can't be here. We don't have we didn't pay $300 to go to the event. What if they banned me? No, you can still go, but you have to give them $300 to go to TwitchCon. Light of the Twin Lamp, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Slava Ukraini.
They're so fucking cringe, dude. Holy shit.
Oh, we should go film over there. Yeah, we will. We have plenty of time. I need a new shirt. Huh? I need a new shirt. But you tried to drink water, right?
I had my mask on, though.
Yeah, you drank water.
Wow.
Excuse me, sir. I'm with Slava Ukraini News. We are interviewing Twitch about Russian disinformation. So they have banned Russian agent, FSB agent, who is Russian disinformation Kremlin troll, Infrared Show, and his friend Jackson Hinkle. Do you support this ban?
I have no idea who that is.
But do you support their ban?
I mean, no, of course not.
Okay. Thank you, man. I'm Infrared Show. You're cool, man. Appreciate it.
It just walks away. Doesn't even try to explain. No, I think he's for real, dude. Unfortunately. I think he's 100%
Yo, YouTube is
serious.
crackhead central, man. You can't do this shit on Twitch. You cannot do this shit on Twitch. Hey, yo, Wake! What's up, man? Yo, any of you guys live? Okay, good. I'm live on YouTube.
Where's your mask?
Yo, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
Where's your mask? Where's your mask?
I'm trying to drink some water with my mask. I don't want to offend Fauci.
I see. Yes, yeah, okay.
We never offend Fauci here, folks.
It's for Fauci.
What's going on? I didn't even know TwitchCon was
Why
still
do we
going
always
on.
run into him in the most random places?
Because he's destined to work with us one day. Aren't you Russian?
I'm Eastern European. I don't know how Russian I am. Maybe a little bit.
Which country?
Predominantly like Slovakia and Poland.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I got some like Baltic as well, but that's really about it. Not a ton of Balkan, trace Balkan ancestry. You've got to be Eastern European too, right?
No, I'm Arab.
You're Arab?
Yeah.
Dude, I would have guessed Eastern European very easily.
Yeah, people say that a lot.
Yeah, but then you know, it's close.
Yeah, true.
Turkey and then,
Oh god.
It is. It's all coming from the Caucasus Mountains. Yeah.
Why does he sound? Wait,
All right,
hold
good
on.
seeing you, man. Yeah.
Why does he sound so proud of that? Like he's like so flattered. Oh no. Oh no. No, I totally get that so much. It's like when people have like a weird fascination with like a particular country that they aren't actually, associated with in any real way whatsoever. And they're like, oh, you think I look like Japanese? No, I'm like not Japanese, but like I appreciate it. Yeah, I like a lot of anime. So like, yeah, no. Yeah, I mean like, yeah, maybe like I might be like 1/64th Japanese or something like that, but like, yeah.
Hey, you too. I like Wake. I've always liked that guy. How many times did we meet him?
Oh wow,
Met him like
what
3
a
times. One in Austin again, and then
he has the fucking holes in the mask for his eyes. He's
know
so
why I'm
totally
excited.
owning the libs.
How does Alex Stein do this?
He's funny. Well, he usually wears a costume or something. Bro, I feel like I don't look like a Ukrainian journalist.
I look like Batman.
Yo, let's go up to people and let's be like, is this an appropriate way to wear a mask? And if they're like, no, we'll be like, why are you transphobic? Want to do that?
What does that mean?
I haven't seen one hot woman here.
5 out of 10.
What?
Where's John Circa?
I don't fucking know.
They
This is
just
the
like say
YouTube
random
territory.
weird shit. I have not seen one hot woman here. You're at TwitchCon. Yes, you
Bro, I need
fucking
a mask.
have.
Where did you get it?
I found it
Where?
on the ground.
That's disgusting.
It was in a bag.
Oh, okay. Yo, excuse me, where do we get masks? Okay.
You gotta ask Fauci.
Look at this fucking crackhead. Yikes.
Should I crawl on all fours?
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be out of
Why?
place.
Can I have it?
What are these jokes, dude?
Can you please donate to Ukraine?
Yeah, can you give it to Zelensky?
Nah.
Are you a big Dream fan? 1 to 10. How hot? Make it 3.
I'm gonna play Oblivion music.
Yeah.
Da na 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 na. Da na 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 na. Okay, man. The dialogue's free right now.
What is the title?
Ukraine! Ukraine! Ukraine!
Love Ukraine.
Let's ban Russian disinformation!
Get the Russians
Ban
out.
infrared show!
The Russians are Nazis.
Nobody knows who you are.
Hit the gym.
Can we?
You know, the fucking sad thing about this is he's like there and he's trying to like get like meet up with people that he knew from Twitch, but none of those people are actually like interacting with him. So he's just like walking around and people are like, well, Destiny did it too. And like he's banned. And so like it's basically the same thing. No, people were actually like walking up to Destiny and wanted to talk to him. They're like actively going around to people and trying to get into a conversation with them and just like saying some weird, like strange thing about masks and then fucking yeeting themselves out of the situation.
We not? Where can we go? Let's just keep walking back and forth.
Let's see how far we can get in.
All right, yeah, I guess. I don't know what these gates mean. Is this like the barrier of entry? I guess we can go out here, right? Can we?
No, he was pulling like 600 on Twitch for a while.
Yo, can you hold this? I gotta tie my shoe.
Whoa! So much for my safe space bubble. Keep the 6 feet, bud.
What is this, 2014?
Okay.
Aren't you feeling missing out? You didn't pay $300 to do this?
Let me see if I can find the bit where they actually find Chud. But I feel like I'm going to miss out on some great
I don't even know what to
content.
say. I'm kind of overwhelmed.
Like the weird little comments
Are you
that they
Bosch?
make.
No? Wait, are you sure?
What do you mean?
Oh, no, you're way too skinny to be Bosch. Yeah, no.
And too good looking.
Oh god,
It
here we
is.
go.
Yeah. It's called taxes.
Well,
All right, yeah, we're gonna be on our way. Nice seeing you guys. Yeah, you too.
Nobody wants to talk to them.
she was kind of a bitch.
Bro, you're so fake. Say it to her face.
You want me to?
No. No, I don't.
I'd go back.
No, I don't want you to.
I don't
Yo,
want
we got some
to.
donos. Hold on, give me a sec. Yo, JC, thank you for the 20. Appreciate you, man. Light of the Twin Lamps, thank you for the 10, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you a ton. What's up? What's up?
Play games, meet friends. I've only ever met you. I don't have I don't. Oh. That's how I met e-girls?
What's ePal?
Well, I'm actually.
Wait, do you like work? Do you work? Do you
I
work
just
for them?
started my transition yesterday.
Oh, do you work for them? Oh, yeah. Because I feel like this is a healthy way for young men to meet women, right?
Oh, it can go both ways. You could be an e-boy too.
Yeah, and it's like.
I want to be an e-girl. I want to be an e-girl.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to be. Can you give us your best move? Can I be an e-they? Like
Their entire fucking joke is
is there a
just
market for that? I could fill the
LOL
void. Yeah.
trans people.
Like,
LOL
I'm
mass.
actually Ukrainian, so like a Ukrainian e-they.
Guys,
Yeah.
we want to know your opinion. So, we kind of work for like a news, and there's this like really bad guy. His name is Infrared Show on Twitch, and he was like a Kremlin troll. You know, the tech
He hates Ukrainians.
the Tech Transparency Project exposed him for spreading Russian propaganda. So, and Twitch was so great that they banned him. So we support that? Okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Slava Ukraini. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's twitch.tv//JEFF
Cool. Perfect. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
My boy Jeff.
What's your name?
I'm really important.
Who are you?
I'm really important.
No, you're not.
Oh, come on, that's dirty.
I don't know who you are.
You got like Chud Logic and some friends over here. Come on, say hi. Yo!
Who's this?
I'm glad you came, bro.
Wait. This is what he actually looks like.
This is Chud Logic.
This is actually what he looks like. So all that, the dude who was talking all that shit. You talk a lot about lolcows, dude. You're built like one. What is that?
What does that mean?
Look at that.
How does one
There he is.
get built like a
This dude
fucking
hates us,
lolcow?
right? And look at this disaster on his face, this acne disaster. Look, it's how relevant. Yeah.
You want to lunch next to each other? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's get a shot of me and you next to each other.
Oh, yeah, you're
Oh, there's
Oh, no,
Rhizome.
he's taller. Oh, no, he's taller. Well, look how weaker he is. Yeah. Oh, you want to keep going? You want to end the stream? You want me to end the stream? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Bitch.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
You're posturing.
Go to my shit.
We're having a good time.
Oh, you're having a good time? Then walk on along.
man?
No, walk on along. If you're having a good time, walk on along. You're having a good time. Okay, it's called that.
What's your problem, man? Fucking manlet energy.
I'll give you
fucking
contact.
manlet energy.
You fat bitch. Don't fucking talk about manlet this, manlet that.
No, he said the M word.
You look like Jeffrey Dahmer if he gained 60 pounds.
You go have a good time, little bitch. You think I'm gonna be different in person?
Jesus, what's your fucking problem, man? There's no difference, bro.
Oh, there's no difference between what?
Hey, why don't you guys
Yeah,
put
we
your
were.
masks on?
Yes, we were.
Irrelevant.
Yes, we were.
Put your mask on. Put
Yeah,
your
where's
mask
where's
on.
y'all masks?
Where's your Fauci ouchie?
Yeah, where's y'all masks, huh?
Fucking lost the plot, mate.
Oh, I've lost
You
the plot.
lost the plot.
Oh,
You have the
wait,
mask
sir.
on. You
Are you
have
gonna
the
go on your
mask on.
stream and talk about how ridiculous House was and what a loud cow he was? Even though
Yeah,
you built
he
like
probably
one.
will.
What's that? You even got some titties on you. What's going on? You even got udders on you. You literally can be milked like a cow.
Were you flirting with like a 15-year-old or some shit? 14-year-old? How low was it? How low was it? You remember
I
that
think
shit?
like 13.
13? Was that it?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Why are you sweating on this so much?
Where am I sweating? Where am I
I'm
sweating?
the one sweating.
Yeah, he's. Why wouldn't I be here?
Genuinely, why?
Because I'm asking people about what they think of the banning of Infrared Show because it's Russian disinformation. And he takes.
Everyone agrees never
Literally
should have
everyone.
happened.
Yeah.
Never should have happened. Everyone.
Everyone.
All the little
Ninja.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah. XQC
Yeah.
agreed.
XQC was here. Everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know who you are?
Yeah.
What do you mean? They're his biggest
Yeah.
viewers. What are you talking about? They're his biggest
Yeah.
viewers. I don't know why you.
Why am I what?
Bro,
Why am I
Hassan
what? Are you
Piker.
good? Are you good?
Hassan
I
Piker even said he
detect a
should've
little bit
gone
of
banned.
fear in your eyes.
Fear.
I do. I think I do.
Bro, you're so fat. Shut the fuck up.
Posture what?
Don't
Posture
touch
how?
me. You touch me, you're gonna get
Posture
fucked
how?
up. You touch me, you're gonna get fucked up.
Why are you trying to?
Oh my god, they're like actually fucking insane.
Let's go. Let's see how much you
My shit ain't different.
Touch me one more time.
Oh, how's it different?
Touch me, dude. Touch me, dude. I want to fight you. I want to fight you. I'm 4'7",
That was different.
and I have something to prove.
You were the first person to call for my deplatforming because you said the
no.
the Uyghurs. Yeah, because you said Haas should be fucking banned because of the Uyghur genocide. Yeah, that's what you said.
Oh, you called for his banning?
Yeah, he was the first one.
Oh my god.
He was the first
You're a
motherfucking
fucking
one.
CIA
Yeah.
plant. Calling for the Uyghur. You believe in the
Yeah.
Uyghur genocide? You talk about the Uyghur genocide? You actually believe in the fucking Uyghur genocide?
Yeah, we get Russian money, right?
Hey, let's send all our money to
Where's your evidence?
Where's your evidence I get money from the CIA?
I didn't say that.
I said you're a CIA
But
bot.
you did
You're an
say we get
CIA
Russian
bot.
money.
You're
Hold
an
up.
NBC
But you
CIA
did say we get Russian money.
They
You did say we
almost
get Russian
certainly
money.
get
What's up,
CI or
You did
Russian
say we
money.
get Russian money, didn't you? And we're unregistered foreign agents.
Say it one more time for the
Yeah.
camera. Say it one more time for
Don't
the
you
camera.
don't you feel like a dumb bitch? Don't you feel like a dumb bitch for saying that?
They're so fucking mad, dude. Holy shit. The level of malding is unbelievable. And that's sad because Infrared, his hairline's
Oh, but you
already
got in
fucking
person, that'd be
receding.
nice. We're gonna be best friends in person. That was before all that shit started, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Matter of fact, when I was nice to that Destiny kid, he went on stream and said,
Destiny
"Oh, Oz is
kid.
different in person." I'm not different in person. Because at the time I didn't have a problem
You're
with it.
calling for people to get deplatformed.
Yeah,
and shit. Like, what the
that's
fuck
where we
is
draw
up
the
with that?
line.
What the fuck is up
Yeah,
with that?
that's where we draw the
What
line.
is up with that?
And you look
What the fuck
nervous
is
as
up with
fuck.
that?
You look
I
shaky.
don't shake the hands of pussies.
You
I don't
look
shake the hands of
you look
pussies.
like a creep.
Oh,
You look like a
no.
creep. You look like
You
a
look like a
creep.
pedophile.
Yeah, you look like a creep.
You do look like a pedophile. I mean, that's
Hold
pretty
on.
damning.
Do you think that the fact that Destiny didn't shake his hand, now he's like posturing about that? Do you think that that's what that whole like I don't shake the hands of pussies thing is? This is such like wannabe fucking strongman shit, dude. Holy shit. You get Australian money, agent of the Aussies? Yeah, no, I know. Ever since that legendary stream on Polar's World, Haas is a special place in my heart. Wait. Did Polars talk to Haas? Fucking when? Would I hug Haas? Listen, if I were to meet Haas, like, would I hug him? I feel like that would be pretty difficult. I'd have to get down on my fucking knees to do it, number one. I feel like that would be kind of demeaning towards him. I'm not trying to, like, you know, make someone feel bad. So, like, I probably, like, maybe I'd offer offer a handshake. But, like, I don't feel like I would nearly be this antagonistic. He's so fucking angry. God, I hope he gets invited to the next, like, Better Discourse conference thing, dude. That shit would be so fucking funny. It would be so fucking funny. Because, like, I'm, like, any Better Discourse conference, I'm going to. That shit's super fucking fun. I've always had a great time at those things. You were there too, no? Wait, what are you talking about? Wait, was that my first conversation with Haas? Dude, I fucking remember now. You're right. Polars did jump into that call with us, didn't he? And he like, what did he say to him? What did he say to Polars? I don't even fucking remember. It's not that important to me.
You look nervous. You know what you, shut. You know what you look like? You look guilty. Yeah, because you know you fucking sold out. Oh, you a Mark Fisher Marxist. You fucking sold out, you little bitch. What are you rolling with now? Who do you roll with now? Where's your principles, Chud? You roll with this community because they give you money and clout? Where's your principles? I thought you were a Marxist, Chud. What happened?
What does that mean?
Yo, guys, y'all listen. We're making a critique of it in person. We're Maoist struggle session. Let's go. What's going on, bro? You sold
God,
out.
I fucking hate him
for
so
clout,
much. I love him, but I hate him.
What happened?
The cringe is
So now you're
unbearable.
Destiny's cocksucker. How far has that gotten you? It's a long... And,
Further than you.
what are
He
you?
gets
What
more
are you?
viewers, gets
You in
more
your
money
30s?
probably.
You in your 30s? And this is what you're doing. You're rolling with all the kids in your 30s. Yeah, Chud, you are a man devoid of honor. You snaked me for that fucking community. Yes, you fucking did. You snaked me for that fucking community. Look at your fucking YouTube channels, how many hit pieces you have on me, how much you've lied about me, how much you slandered on me, taking shit out of context, spun shit. It's good content for
Give an
hate to be
example.
generated against me to give me deplatform. But you a Marxist, right, Chud? You sold out. You sold out. What's that? Oh, did you say that? I don't remember you saying that. No, I remember you saying you thought it was funny.
It probably said
Want me to
that it
pull
was
up the
funny.
clips? I hope you learn your lesson. Don't talk all this shit online and be a little bitch in person like this.
He's not being a
Looking
little
nervous
bitch.
as
He's
fuck.
standing right there.
Oh, but you thought I'd be different in person.
Yeah, you were
You thought
really
I would
nice
be
to
different in
Destiny.
Oh, you thought I would be different in person. That's what it was. Are you gonna cry? You gonna cry?
You gonna cry?
I'm so angry. I was having such a good... Bro, Chud, I know this is... You showed your face in public, right? And it took a lot of courage. But you shouldn't have. I'm just telling you that. You should have kept your anonymous profile picture. You should have never shown your face. You know that? I'm telling you the truth. You should have... You seemed way more powerful. You seemed way more powerful when you were anonymous, but now that we can see your face, it's so pathetic. Like, this is what you look like? Wow. Give me what you got. You got nothing. You got nothing. That's sad. You a sellout. We're gonna remember that, Chud. You a sellout. Yeah.
He has like
run away,
2
little bitch.
talking points.
Go
And
ahead.
that's
Get
it.
yourself on. Who's this guy?
Popping off on YouTube.
Slender Man. Who's this? Wicked Supreme. I don't know who the fuck you are. Yeah. I bet you get 20 views. I bet you get 20 views. Oh, I can't hear you because you're short.
I can't hear you over all your friends.
Over all my friends. Like I wish I had friends like you did, right? Because you guys,
I bet
you guys
you
are all
do.
real friends. You never snake each other. You never betray each other. All of y'all are real friends, right? It's a real community. Sounds about right. Why is there so much aggression and like hatred and vitriol on the internet, but you guys are so chill in real life. What's up with this?
I'm typically not pretty hateful in my content.
But like my income gets taken away, I get banned from Twitch.
I don't know.
lose my platform. Everyone's celebrating. That's a lot of damage to me.
Dude, Haas is talking about them being like little bitches or like so aggressive online, but little bitches in online or in person. And it's like, where are they being little bitches in person where they're hyper aggressive online? The only person I've ever like thought was like overly aggressive to a point of like it being like a character flaw was Haas. I've never thought that about anybody else in these spaces. Literally fucking ever. Never, never, never. That shit's insane. For him to say that they're like so fucking, they're like big men on the internet, but so fucking chill in real life. Like they've always been chill. They've been laughing at you. They've always been laughing at you. Rain was over aggressive, not perpetually. She had to be worked up to get to that point. Okay.
So you guys enjoy doing damage to me? No, I'm saying, why are you a little bitch in person who's so chill? Why are you so chill in person? You celebrated my ban, but you're chill in person. So you do damage to me on the internet, but not in person. I don't know what the fuck your reputation is. You a Destiny orbiter. Because every single one of you celebrated my ban from Twitch. Oh, yeah, you did. You said you thought it was hilarious. Yeah, you did. You sold out your principles, Chud. Yeah, you did. You did. You a Mark Fisher Marxist, right?
Like good videos about this, actually.
Yeah.
You make nice videos about this. And then as soon as when you saw that caught you heat, you
So
started...
Chud, is this capitalist realism? What is this? Because you're a Mark Fisher Marxist, right?
What does that mean?
You've got nothing.
That's because you've got so much bitch
But that's what I'm like on stream, aren't I? That's how I am on the internet, isn't it? So why would I be different in person?
Yeah, you're literally like schizo, multi-hour streams about it.
Yeah.
Shit, and then when you get here in person, you got nothing to say. So why do you got so much to say on your 200?
There's Gappy in the back.
And then when you get here in person, you got nothing to say. Well, I'm saying if you're saying this bullshit online, you should be able to say it to our face.
Wait, shut.
No, I know it's a book. I know capitalist realism is a book, right? And I know what it's about, but like, what does that have to do with anything that they're talking about right now?
What's a lolcow? What does that mean? Yo, shut.
Really?
Shut.
You haven't done videos about me? You haven't done streams about me? You want to put money on that right now? You want to put money on that? You've never done a stream. You've never done a full video about me, anything like that. Let's do it.
So, Chud, let me ask you a question. This is something you do. So I go on stream, and I'm having a good time, and then what you do is you react to it like it's serious, and then I'm stupid, right? So it's like I'm doing something funny, intentionally funny, and then you think you're so smart, you go on stream, and you're like, look how ridiculous Haas is. It's like, bro, wait, I don't want to be ableist or whatever, but like, do you have like a thing that doesn't allow you to detect humor? But no, it's not just good content, isn't it? You're just like, you're making it seem like I'm an absurd and ridiculous person because I'm intentionally doing those things to make fun of people. But apparently it's serious, right? I just want to understand, like, what is that angle? It don't make any sense. So you mean you mean Destiny's community is positively receptive to it? Cautious? Who else? What other community is interested in it? Okay, but nobody watches your fat ass because you have your camera off. So nobody can call you fat.
He gets more viewers than you. Right? He makes more money than you.
Nobody can call you that because you're anonymous. But I put myself out there. And it was so courageous, and you thought no one was gonna roast you for it, right? Because it was so courageous. But I'm short. What's that? Hold on. Do you agree with what he just said? What he just said? Do you agree with it? Okay. Wicked Supreme, Slender Man. Here he is. What's that? 1,000. Yeah. As a what? A Fortune tracker?
I'm new here. What's going on?
Yeah, you got
Well,
the
right
wrong
now we're watching the AK-40 4'7" himself, Infrared Haas, a guy that I've talked to. How many times have I talked to Haas? Maybe 2 times. But he's hyper aggressive. He is just the most incredible human being I've ever met in my entire life. And he's just this is a playback of his VOD going around and basically attacking people verbally at TwitchCon last week. We're out of the regular content segment of the stream, but yeah, we're just laughing at this fucking loser crying on stream about how people aren't being mean to him in real life the way they are on the online, when like the only thing that they've ever done online, they're not like hyper aggressive against him. They're just like astounded at the way that he interacts with the world. And I mean, like, it's a fair thing to be astounded at, because it's, wait, hold on. Yes, Wokensign, can you please get me that clip? Please get me that clip. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube here. Infrared, all you do is...
First, you fucking pussy.
All right, let's cam up. Let's cam up. How's cam up, bro?
You talked about how they were calling you a virgin.
Yeah, like, I referenced the context of what started everything, but I don't care if you call me a virgin. You can call me a virgin right now. If it's not against the rules, call me one.
I don't want to.
Go hard, dude. Make me cry. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to. I have no interest.
I want to try and make you cry, too.
Okay, go for it.
Let's go. Okay, back and forth. Let's go.
Why?
Just to be clear, this is 100% allowed, right? Fucking place out relevant.
No, hold on. I just want the little clip. I just want the little clip. I don't want a 6-minute. Damn it.
No. Hell no. This is hell.
I don't know if Russia.
Nope. Oh, I'm so fucking sad. I'm gonna have to watch the fucking
circus chai, and this guy's back. I can guarantee. Do that soy shit.
Not one.
Cares.
Think of all fucking night doing this. Not once you defend your so-called ally.
I'm moderating. Yeah, and you know what?
I can't fucking believe it. This is so quiet though.
Dude, you will go down as the biggest pussy on this platform in the history of mankind. You are gonna go down as the...
I am a son.
Okay, we're gonna have to crank it up super loud.
I have to be TOS because you won't let me defend myself. You're literally still talking over me. Dude, you will go down as the biggest pussy.
Stop.
I'm just How am I supposed to defend myself? I have to be TOS because you won't let me defend myself. You're literally still talking over me. Dude, you will go down as the biggest pussy on this platform in the history of mankind. You are gonna go down as the biggest pussy in the history of this fucking platform, buddy.
Time.
Yeah,
All you
yeah,
fucking
fuck
did is
off, you
talk
baby
over me.
fuck. All right,
You
keep
fucking
trying.
did
Dude,
is talk
mission
over me.
fucking completed.
All you
dude.
fucking did is talk over
Oh my
me.
god, dude. We did it, dude.
It's
He's
talk
fucking
over
crying,
me.
dude.
All
We
you
did
fucking
it, dude.
did
Oh
is
my
talk
god.
over
Holy
me.
fucking
All you
shit.
fucking did
Reel in your
is
mans.
talk over me.
Reel in your mans, John. Holy fucking
All
shit.
you
Reel
fucking
in your
did
fucking mans,
is
John.
talk over me.
You gotta
Not
reel this
fucking
guy in,
voice.
dude.
God, it's so fucking amazing. I love it so goddamn much. I'm gonna have to jump off his stream because I just realized it's almost fucking 9 p.m. But listen, if you listen, subscribe. All right, we're on that fucking YouTube grind. We just got fucking monetized. If you want to see some really funny fucking shit, where is the I think it's the channel trailer on my stream. But wait, where is it? Where is it? This one.
Under the American.
Wait. Here we go.
Interested in hearing where I'm coming from.
I mean, yeah, that's why I'm talking to you.
Having faced off against streamers like Xander Hall, Vosh, Destiny, and even lesser prominent ones like Socialism Done Left. You're asking me to locate a string of words that applies to every single circumstance in every possible fucking way.
Damn,
Listen,
that's
Vosh,
deep.
let me tell you something. Isn't it
You're
kind
not
of
asking for
curious
truth. You're just asking for
isn't it kind of
words to
curious?
describe the truth.
Isn't it okay, Vosh,
Poser.
for example, isn't it kind of curious? Okay, so let's debate about something.
Who do you think was a better fighter, Naruto or Sasuke?
No, let's debate about something real politically.
So you imperialist cucks don't fucking understand. You don't understand that just because the subjective is part of objectivity and human belief is part of the objective world, that doesn't mean
it's so good.
that human belief premises what it in itself is.
He then proceeded to ambush me into having a debate with him about so-called Chinese imperialism.
You can leave it at whatever point you want to, buddy. I also need to go to bed. I have work early in the morning.
You wanted to make a mountain out of a molehill. You wanted to turn a friendly, casual conversation into a debate. You made it a war, dude. You did.
You're the one that got upset about something.
Because you turned it into a debate.
How did I turn it into a debate? I just like questioned something, and like the second you have anything challenge your worldview, you lose your fucking mind.
He brought up evidence he already prepared for.
God, I hate my voice.
About matters I didn't have time to investigate independently, like a Chinese company's dealings with the Sri Lankan government over a port. This was bizarre.
I just had a link thrown at me that like Sri Lanka wants to undo a deal to lease the port, a port to China for 99 years.
I managed to pretty easily corner him, and he found it necessary to.
1 second.
Scarborough Shoal.
So when everybody else,
what about Taiwan?
Other countries are
so
personally.
Yes.
Because of how humiliating.
Any country that opposes China is just a shill for American world order, and they're not doing it for their own sovereignty or interest whatsoever.
Yes. Because of how humiliating this was for both of them, they decided to derail the conversation in order to mock me and abuse me personally.
Listen, your Western Anglo retarded rotted brain makes you
These two failed to stand a chance against me, so now we find ourselves in a all decidedly sociopathic and amoral personalities.
That's why I'm like asking, like, do you think that the like Holodomor is a thing, or like the Uyghur genocide or anything like that? These are like the biggest things right now that we can talk about that make people upset.
Holodomor, if you mean there was an intentional
dumb shit.
This is what I'm thinking.
They're the first ones to jump on board with canceling people for the most minor of offenses.
I fucking gonna do? Little bitch fucking neck. Beat the fuck out of you.
Dogs me?
Whoa, are you like?
He doesn't speak English as his first language.
You know that threatening.
First language, you little bitch.
Hey, listen up, cuck. English isn't my first language either.
I'll fuck your face up, bitch.
Bring it.
Threatening is against Twitch TOS,
Bring
buddy.
it.
You're gonna get yourself banned.
Bring it. You should love me, you fucking genocide denier, fucking communist nitwit.
Okay. I have to end stream. I'm sorry. This isn't Twitch, so we don't have a rating system. If you're new here, Mr. Tarsith, all right, we're just doing some YouTube streams to get into the swing of things. So we're gonna be streaming a little bit more here than Twitch, hopefully. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube videos, get them in the algorithm. I can't. I have to go. But I love you guys. All right, we'll do a full Haas segment next time. Maybe we can bait him into jumping onto stream sometime. All right. I love you guys very much. I'll catch you guys next time. All right.